So Gen Z are not a monolith in the same way that social media is not a monolith. There are so many different channels to reach Gen Z through. Not all channels are equal for Gen Z when it comes to social media. Addressing this diverse range of channels is as important for us as marketers as it is for Gen Z when they're doing their research in the first place. So it shouldn't be a surprise that if you're a beauty brand, you need to be on TikTok. Because Gen Z has told us that when it comes to researching beauty brands and beauty products, TikTok is one of their top go-to places for information about a product. In fact, 43% of Gen Z have told us that they're actually willing to purchase from the beauty category directly through social media platforms like TikTok. The second and third platforms that they've told us in the beauty category, not necessarily a surprise, and we need to be there, Pinterest and Instagram. They still hold influence for Gen Z when it comes to doing product research. So TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, for those marketing in the beauty space, we've got to make sure that we're meeting Gen Z in those channels. Now let's flip that lens a little bit though, and let's think about clothing as a category. Where TikTok was the top channel with beauty products, in the clothing category, Instagram takes the lead. So if you're a clothing company, being on Instagram is critically important to reaching your Gen Z audience, not just in an introduction or a brand awareness stage, but all the way through to conversion. As we saw, Pinterest showed up in the number 2 spot for beauty products. It also shows up in the number 2 spot for clothing. And that's followed by TikTok in the number 3 spot. We continue to see trends rising here, where TikTok is playing more of a role in all of these very personalized areas of Gen Z's life. So in that clothing space, making sure that we still have a Pinterest strategy and that we're addressing what a TikTok strategy could look like is just as important for reaching Gen Z with our marketing messages in those categories. Home decor and home decoration and even things like apartment hunting may feel like they're a little bit further off for Gen Z, but the reality is that many of the older edge of Gen Z have already graduated college. In fact, some of them have graduated grad school at this point and are decorating their homes. They're coming into more disposable income that they can use, and they need to research to figure out the types of things that they want to have in their spaces. Pinterest and TikTok playing a significant role, not just in the home decor category, but even in things like apartment searches. Maybe you've come across certain feeds or certain creators on TikTok that are actually using the platform as a means of marketing their business. Well, those folks are squarely within the space that Gen Z is looking to be reached when dealing in these categories related to the home. So let's switch entirely from the home decor, very highly personalized categories here, into a completely separate space, the electronics space. It's an exciting space to be in, but the research channels for Gen Z are completely different in electronics than they are across all of these other categories that we've talked about, from beauty to clothing to home decor and others. In fact, Gen Z has told us that when it comes to electronics purchases, YouTube is the number 1 place that they go to do their research. And in fact, not just do their research, but convert directly through linking on YouTube into a conversion page or a purchase page for certain electronic products. But even more important than that, we see certain more niche platforms on social rising in popularity with Gen Z in categories like electronics. So for instance, we see Twitch and we see Discord playing outsized roles in the purchase decision for Gen Z when it comes to the electronics category. So when it comes to reaching Gen Z, it's not just about the standard platforms that we think of with marketing. It's all of these other channels that they're on, and not just in a niche way, but in droves. It's important to consider how we can partner. It's important to consider how we can reach them with the messages that they want to hear in the spaces that they're telling us that they want to be reached.